2.
Good morning. This is Jenny Blake with the early morning news. Leading off the news today, this bulletin just in. Prominent Port Charles businessman D.L. Brock was found shot to death last night in his penthouse apartment.
Unbelievable.
This station has learned from a reliable source that his wife, Mrs. Bobbie Brock, was the only person in the penthouse at the time. Police claim they do have a murder weapon, but are not releasing any further information. No suspects are being held at this time. However,
No suspects?
Police have been busy all night.
Sounds like this
tracking
guy's
down
wife's
all
looking to get
possible
single
leads.
fast.
You're a damn liar and get the hell out of my cafe and get out now. Now, out.
Hey, Ruby, you didn't have to do this.
I think I needed something to do.
Are you okay?
I've seen better days.
How are Terry and Bobbie doing?
As well as can be expected. Bobbie's got a mild concussion.
She's in the hospital?
They kept both of them in the hospital overnight. I took them to the Port Charles Hotel this morning, and I hope we're getting some privacy and maybe some rest.
Is there anything that I can do at all? Name it.
Honey, no. Thank you. No.
Did Bobbie tell you anything about what happened?
Nothing I want to talk about.
Yeah, well, I was just asking because of the news and all, you know?
Yeah. What are they saying?
The newscasters are hinting that
Bobbie murdered Dia.
Yep. But that's not what we're saying. That's just what it sounds like on the news.
Bobbie wouldn't kill anybody. Least of all, Brock.
Right.
Yeah, well, see, honey, but what they're saying is that they had this big, terrible fight, see?
They were always fighting. He was very rough on her.
Yeah, so why'd she stay with him so long and keep taking it, huh? You know?
Damn it, it's my fault.
How can you say that?
Because every time she left him, I shouldn't have let her go back to him.
Oh, come on, Ruby. I'm sure you did all you could do.
I tried to get her divorced and to break up her marriage. She forgave him. She kept on forgiving him. There had to be something more they could have done.
You can't blame yourself.
Kid's right, Ruby. What could you have done? She was in love with the guy.
Who's Ruby Anderson?
I am. What do you want?
Port Charles Tribune. Look, my paper's willing to pay you a lot of money for the inside story on why your niece murdered her husband.
Get out. Get out. Fast.
It's going to
Right
come out.
out of here.
Sooner
This
or
is my
later.
place. I don't want you in it. Out and stay out. You got me?
Derek?
Frisco.
Yeah. Don't even say it. I stunk today.
You had better days.
I just can't seem to keep my head into it.
Well, I guess everyone's thinking about what happened last night.
It's unbelievable, you know.
Ginny's having an off day, too.
Well, she knew the Brocks pretty well.
What about you?
Well, I didn't know DL, that much, just hi here and there, but I was in the hospital with some throat problems. I got some therapy, and I met Bobbie in the hospital.
Think she did it?
No way.
No?
No, she's got a heart of gold, man. But doesn't look like what I say and what the police says kind of jives. Derek, the station putting out these news bulletins. It almost sounds like she's being convicted already, man.
Yeah, well, we're just putting out what the police tell us.
Couldn't you peel back on it a little bit?
No, Frisco, that's news. And I hear that this Bobbie's a lady of a lot of spunk. She'll come through okay, I'm sure.
Yeah, I hope so.
Looks like we are surrounded by spunky ladies.
What do you mean?
Well, Ginny came in this morning. She wasn't feeling well, but she did the morning news like a real pro. See you later.
Yeah.
I want by next week for you to choose the subject for your special semester papers, all right?
I wonder if I could talk to you a minute, Professor.
Of course.
I'm intrigued by the similarities between the Aztecs and the Mayans.
Well, so am I. It's a very interesting subject.
I was wondering, what do you think about me doing my semester project on that? Trace certain Mayan influences on the Aztec culture.
That sounds like a good idea.
Would you know what source material is available?
There's not a great deal of it. What there is was gathered by the early friars from Spain. But the library in Mexico City has one of the few existing copies left.
Oh. I'd give anything to see that book. You know, maybe if I could write to the library.
I'm afraid they wouldn't let it out of their sight. It's much too rare.
If I did read that book, I might find something that would eventually lead me to my master's thesis.
Ah.
Well, what do you think about that?
Whether or not it's grist for a thesis depends on what you come up with and how the faculty committee views it, you know.
Are you busy right now? I have a few more questions about this material that I'm having trouble with.
Well, all right. I'll be glad to share what I know.
Especially here on page 26.
Marriage at a famous